There only were about 120 nunneries in England. The monastic tradition was mostly male, and so it's pretty unusual to find a medieval nunnery still standing, which is what makes this place, Laycock Abbey in Wiltshire, particularly special. When the convent closed, rather than falling into ruin, Laycock was bought as a private house, so the fabric of the old medieval building survives. You can still sense the simplicity of the nuns' lives here, rising early each morning for worship, saying prayers here in the sacristy for the souls of the dead, observing the fast days, days of abstinence when they'd go without or eat just salted herring. There's a room at Laycock called the warming room. This was the only place in the whole establishment that had a fire. The trouble was, though, right from the start, there was a contradiction in this monastic way of life. The whole point was that the monks and the nuns would live at a remove from society. But as the centuries passed by, the monasteries, the nunneries, increasingly became a part of society. The monasteries were centers of learning. It was the monks who transcribed and illuminated manuscripts, the only way we had before the invention of the printing press to preserve knowledge. Noblemen would send their sons to the monasteries for an education. Meanwhile, the monasteries offered hospitality to travelers, and they became centers of healing. At Laycock, there's an infirmary passage which used to lead to a hospital. But even more than that, what connected monks and nuns with the world at large was their duty to pray, not just for themselves, but for society in general. Their presence, it was thought, improved the spiritual health of the nation.